Always good to be back in familiar territory.
All right, let's get back to gathering info on wedding ceremonies. You and Rinwell looked into flowers, right? So what's next on the docket?
I'm thinking food should be next. The food at Kagari's wedding was really amazing. I still remember it.
That's so. Hey, didn't I hear something real similar from Shion? Oh, that was close. I almost let something slip.
I don't know anything about that. I just have an interest in wedding foods. What should be served, how it should be prepared, stuff like that. I just want to learn.
True, you can't just serve anything you want that tastes good. If you served hot dogs at a wedding, people would riot.
Yeah, wedding food should be a treat for the guests, so I'm sure Danins and Renins will each prefer different things.
Let's start by looking into the Renin side.
Yeah, I agree. We can begin by asking Dohalim.
Sorry. Dohalim's on Shion distraction duty. I'm doing my best to keep her in the dark too, so we've got to be sure she doesn't overhear us.
I see. In that case, maybe Dohalim's friends Avakir and Faria can help us out.
Those two that were on Lenegus. They're over in Pelagian now, right? Yeah, that's a good place to start. Let's go see them and see what they have to say.
Dinner at a wedding reception. What would you pick for the menu, Law?
I'd want a bunch of tasty meat. Just pile my plate with meat and I'll be happy as a clam.
I should have known you'd say that. And I imagine you're not the only one who feels that way.
Right? But since it's a fancy shindig, I guess you probably need some fancy food, too.
True. I hope Avakir and Faria can give me some good suggestions.
We've reached our destination.
I know it's sudden, but Dohalim's busy, so we were hoping the two of you could tell us a bit about Renin customs.
I'm surprised you'd come to us, but we'd be happy to help out a friend of Dome's. Huh, I didn't know weddings were...
What kind of food do you serve at Renin weddings?
Let's see, for the guests... Oh, you've got to have a huge cake.
The bride and groom cut the cake together in front of all the guests, then feed each other a slice.
They feed each other? I'd be too embarrassed to do something like that.
Wait, Alphen, are you asking about weddings to prepare for your own? In that case, you've got to make sure your partner has a say. But I guess that would be tough if you want to make it a surprise.
No. I'm just curious, so I'm doing some research. I'm not keeping this a secret because I want to surprise someone. I'm just not familiar with the customs and want to...
I see. Seeking knowledge on subjects out of your wheelhouse is a noble pursuit.
You've taught us a lot. Thanks, Avakir. Thanks, Faria.
Now that we've learned about Renin customs, why don't we ask someone about the Danon ones?
Sure, but who should we ask? I guess we could start by going to see Doc.
Sounds like a plan. Let's head to Uzlebek. Does Doc's knowledge include weddings and food and stuff like that too?
I'm not sure. But the more I think about it, I suppose those aren't really his areas of expertise. I guess I might have a bad habit of turning to Doc whenever I have a problem.
You must really trust him. It's good to have someone like that when you're lost or confused. And he clearly doesn't mind.
We've reached our destination.
Hey, Doc. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Weddings? I don't even know what that is, let alone what kind of food you should serve. Calaglio was poor, and we couldn't even afford to think about stuff like that when we were slaves.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I've heard of weddings. There's ceremonies for people that are getting married.
Married, you say? Alphen, you thinking of settling down?
It's more that I haven't thought about it enough, so I want to prepare a little for when the time comes.
I was all prepared to take a parental role and give you my blessing. But you're not tying the knot? You know, Alphen, you really haven't changed at all.
Maybe not. There's still a lot I don't know. So much I have to learn.
So if Doc doesn't know anything, what now? I can't think of anyone else who might know about weddings.
Do you know anyone who's done that marriage ceremony? If you do, maybe you could ask them.
Oh, right! We do know one couple.
Kagari and Notio. Of course, why didn't I think of asking them? We attended their wedding, and theirs is the one that set off this whole wedding craze to begin with. They're the perfect pair for us to talk to.
Then our next destination is set. I'm sure they'll have all kinds of useful information.
Seems like everything's settled here then.
Good luck, Alphen.
Next, we should go... to Kagari and Notio's place. Let's head to Thistleum.
They sure get along well. Like they're in their own little world together.
Well, they're married, so that's a good thing, right?
Yeah, for them. But it's hard to know how to respond when they're acting like that.
Oh my, hello. Are you here for Notio? Or did you come to see me?
Both of you, actually. Can we ask you some questions about wedding ceremonies?
Of course. It would be our pleasure. Our wedding ceremony is one of my most important memories with my beloved Kagari. Ask us anything.
What should we talk about first? How about the day I decided to marry my sweet Notio?
Sorry. Maybe we can get to that later. For now, I want to know about the food.
You two have experience, so I was hoping you could share your insights.
Of course. We'd be happy to. Our ceremony was very simple, but we did it our way.
We didn't worry too much about Danon or Renin traditions. We decided to do whatever made us happy.
It's the thought that counts, after all. I think you should prepare whatever the couple wants to eat, or something they want their guests to eat.
The thought that counts. Taking care of your guests, you mean? Thank you. That's helpful.
Oh, and we prepared dishes with ingredients that are said to be auspicious.
Since everyone came all the way just for us, we wanted our guests to feel happy too.
Everyone who attended seemed to enjoy it, so I recommend doing the same.
But gathering everything was quite an ordeal. Remember, Notio? We were only able to serve what we did through sheer luck.
What do you mean by sheer luck?
The merchant we talked to said it was a miracle he got everything, and that he'd never be able to manage it again.
Wow, it's that much trouble. And it may be tough to procure those kinds of ingredients. If that's the case, then we should try to gather everything ourselves and see what we can do.
You want to gather things now? Even though you're not getting married yet?
Yeah, I want to make sure I know how to get what I need. I want all my bases covered.
Okay. You sure put your all into things you're serious about, huh, Alfred?
I appreciate your help, Law. So, what kinds of auspicious ingredients should we go after?
Sea bream is a high-class fish with an elegant taste, so it's often seen in celebratory meals in Thistleum.
They also said something about lemons bringing good luck. I don't know why, but they said it'll keep you from catching a cold.
Where I'm from, we eat rat pig meat on special occasions. It's supposed to be good for your health.
Sounds like certain ingredients carry special meaning. We'll see what we can scrounge up. Oh, wait. I already have the ingredients you just mentioned.
This is what we were after, right?
You've already got some auspicious ingredients. And I went on and on about how hard it'd be to get them. Seems I was wasting my breath.
It definitely wasn't easy.
I also know what to do to prepare for my own wedding. If I ever have one, I mean.
How about that? I think we got some good info.
If you're doing all this to prepare for your own wedding, you should fully understand what your partner wants before planning the menu.
What my partner wants?
Sorry, I didn't mean to be nosy.
It's not like that, Kagari. But people keep telling me the same thing. To take my partner's wishes into consideration. But I'm still just doing research, so I don't really understand what that means.
So you're doing research to understand what you want for yourself. I think that's wonderful too.
Some people are satisfied as long as they end up married and don't do any planning at all. Those kinds of people are the worst.
Yeah, that was a close one.
We got some great advice. So I think that should about do it for our culinary investigation.
I feel like there was some other auspicious food, but I can't recall what it was.
What? There's more?
I'm sorry, but I'm sure there was some delicious and auspicious food that both Renans and Danans enjoy. It was the hardest one to get our hands on. Someone knowledgeable about gourmet should know what it is.
Well, now that's got me curious. We've already come this far. We should try to gather some ingredients.
Man, I knew you'd say that. But how are we supposed to do that when we don't even know what you want? Maybe that old man will know. You know, the one traveling around in search of fine delicacies?
Gordino. He's definitely the perfect person to ask.
I know, right? Let's go talk to him next.
Thanks for all the help, both of you.
I hope what we shared was useful.
I wonder where our old foodie friend is now.
Well, probably. Run into him if we go somewhere famous for its food, right?
I hope he hasn't collapsed again while searching for his next culinary obsession.
Oh, look who it is. What can I... An auspicious food for weddings that both Denons and Renans enjoy. I know a few things that fit the bill.
Okay, so are any of them something that, she likes?
Huh? What was that? Speak up!
Well, it's, Shion. I need something Shion likes.
Wow! What are you so angry about? What did I do?
You didn't do anything wrong, Gordino. Shion's name just kinda came to mind. Just leave it at that.
Well, I've got no idea what's going on. but I know just the thing for that young woman who's always hungry.
Oh, come on, just say it already.
Danans love it, Renans love it. That young woman who is always hungry does too, and it's auspicious. Boss Fish checks all the boxes. In the gastronomy world, they say that if you eat a boss fish at a special occasion, your family will be bestowed with safety.
I didn't know there were legends like that in gastronomy. But it sounds like boss fish is perfect. We'll scrounge some up.
Oh, it won't be that easy. Boss fish are hard to find. If you aren't able to pass this test, you won't get my blessing to marry my daughter.
But who said anything about marrying your daughter? I don't need your blessing.
Obviously, I'm joking. I don't have a daughter, but I've always wanted to say that. At any rate, I'm not kidding about boss fish. Good luck getting your hands on some. You'll need it.
Don't we already have the boss fish he's talking about? Should we give it to him, Alphen?
Gordino, is this what you need?
Oh, there's no mistaking it. That's a boss fish for sure. It must have been quite the trial to get this. But hospitality would be meaningless if it were easy, now wouldn't it? You've done well, son. Okay, I'll allow you to marry her. But I won't forgive you if you make my daughter unhappy.
Not this again.
Jokes aside, if you can get your hands on boss fish, then you should be able to get any ingredients you need.
Thanks. I think it's fair to say we've perfectly understood how to gather what we need.
We learned about wedding dishes and how to gather the ingredients. So you must be satisfied now, right, Alphen?
Indeed. I owe you my thanks as well, Law.
If you ever need more advice about the menu for your wedding, don't hesitate to come see your friend Gordino. Regardless, my fabulous recipe deserves a name. Absolutely exquisite! I'm in heaven. Harmonized!
I hope someday she'll be on board with making the menu too, Alphen. I'm sure she, your partner, will be happy with anything Gordino cooks.
Something my partner will enjoy. I need to think about that, too.
Something bothering you?
No, it's just... everyone we've talked to has mentioned the same thing. My ultimate goal is to learn more about weddings and marriage. That hasn't changed. But Kagari and Notio said that isn't enough, and that I have to think more about my partner.
Right, that's why we looked into boss fish. Isn't that enough?
Maybe, but I don't know if it counts as taking my partner into consideration. I'll have to give it some more thought. I've learned a lot about ingredients and cooking.
Let me know the next time you're having trouble. I'll be glad to help.
Thanks. I appreciate the offer.
No problem. Leave it all to me.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
As I recall, there's a recipe we've yet to try.
Yeah, this is the last ingredient we need.
Then let...
Wow, this place hasn't changed a bit. Is it just me, or does the mood here seem a bit tense?
What? You say the king and queen are arguing?
Maybe we could do something about it. It'd feel wrong to just ignore them.
You mean help them make up? Okay, but how?
Well, I don't know. We could try figuring out the reason why they're fighting. It would be a start, at least.
Right. If only we had some sort of clue as to what could have caused it.
What's that right there? It looks like some sort of nutshell? Is this what they've been fighting over?
You ate this nut? Without telling me?
No, I would never.
There they go again.
Ah, deduction through reenactment. Clever.
Since this is here, someone ate it, and you and I are the only ones around. But I certainly didn't eat it. Ergo,
Neither did I. Do you mean to accuse me of nut hoggery? If I am blessed with a nut, I share it with you. No nut is sweeter than one savored with my dear.
don't you think I feel the same?
How long is this gonna go on for?
I don't know. Don't ask me.
If neither of them ate the nut, isn't it possible that another owl left it behind?
Should that be the case, this spat would be an unfounded one.
Hold up. The real question is, was that reenactment even right in the first place?
Well, the mood does seem a bit lighter now. Don't you think?
Case closed then.
Is it, though?
Let's just leave it at that.
We should be able to cook here.
This place is rather gloomy.
Why don't you lighten the mood for us while we're here then?
I'll see what I can do.
Lost!
Destroy devastation!
Not impressive!
Damn it!
Mega Ray!
Hurricane thrust! Here I come! Here I come!
Leave the chargers to me! I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
Demon Fang! Now!
Your dreams!
If it's over!
Like we're gonna lose to Small Fry.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Not today! First strike!
This one's mine!
Come and get it! I can carve through armor!
Will this
We
help?
are freaking invincible!
Alvin and the others truly are strong!
Shion, you know what to do! It's my turn,
I'll
is
take
it?
you all on.
I'm on it.
Yeah! Go
Not
get him,
here.
Shion!
I'm not done!
That'll bring you down!
All
the enemy wields are too. I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! I'm on it! Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah! And the pummeling to me! Take this!
Without a trace!
Light astral explosion!
Looks like we won.
Eternal devastation!
I can carve through armor!
Watch this! Your muppet! Watch it!
You
And the
don't mind if I do.
flame inside me yearns to be let free! First strike! Eternal devastation! That's enough! Whirlwind fire! You're mine!
This one's mine!
You require a hand.
Mirage flame!
And this wall!
Severing wind!
Someone's healing us!
Stardust!
Far enough!
I'll finish you in a vine!
Tunnel!
This one's on you, Kisara! But of course!
I always feel safe when we've got you in front of us.
You're mine!
Shion! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
That's quite the technique.
You need me? I'm there.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Eternal devastation!
Spread!
Eternal devastation! Crush!
Glacial Spear.
Eternal devastation!
Let's get there with
Take
together!
this! Pesky airborne scoundrel!
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Shattering gate!
Pieces! Attack time!
Severing
Come
wind!
forth, the helix of purity!
Yeah, another one down. You guys all right?
Do you even need to ask?
Get lost!
Illuminate the dark!
Take
Come
this!
forth! Here goes!
Be still! You picked the wrong fight!
Back in their defenses!
Glad you have your uses.
I'll show you how useful I can be!
Amazing.
Holy Land!
Shouldn't have messed with me! Anything in armor is all mine! Can't get out of this! There you go! I feel like me again! What's this?
There, an opening!
Start with a punch, then land a kick, and you're history!
I never miss! Win! Burn in hell!
Swallow down! I'll stop your movement!
There you go! In an instant! Impact cross!
Here, let me help.
Severing wind!
First
Mirage! Tear! Demon Fang!
Hold on to your art. They're not playing around.
Hurricane Thrust!
No further!
Talon Hurricane!
Annihilation.
Mirage! You're
Ready to go. Illuminate magic.
Now you see what I can do!
Win! Not today!
Holy Land.
Hurricane Thrust!
Ready.
Mirage!
Denied!
Lightning condemned.
Eagle
Use all the power.
Eternal devastation!
Time for one more!
Resurrection.
It's not the first time.
And I'm still grateful.
No further!
Art expert. Down through. Outstanding form.
Talon Hurricane!
Lightning eruption.
Anything in armor is all mine! It's finished!
Let's do it.
Here and now! All mine!
Annihilation.
Not today!
Talon Hurricane.
Eternal
Now to the fray.
devastation! River!
Astral energy.
Say no more.
I need to be stronger. I found... some equipment.
Let me take a look at it.
As I recall, there's a recipe we've yet to try.
Yeah, this is the last ingredient we need.
Then let's go ahead and prepare it.
All disasters.
You're mine!
Do you require a hand?
I can carve through
Eternal
walls!
devastation!
You know, I think we might be getting too strong.
Yeah, I think we've got a good handle on the enemies in this area.
That's not what I mean, Alvin. Play along, would ya?
Sorry, it's hard to tell. Maybe you could give me some kind of signal next time?
Get lost!
Take this!
Mega ray.
Eternal devastation!
Ready to go!
Raging roar.
Mirage!
I never miss. Let's finish this cycle. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Easy.
A breeze!
A
An easy breeze.
Poodle! Take
Swallow dance! Eternal devastation!
Ready and ready!
Reverse!
Astral energy!
Say no more. That astral energy was incredible.
I gave it everything I had. This must... might be some decent equipment.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me.
Be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Dirt! Crumble!
Lunar
Hurricane Storm!
I can
Raging
carve through.
Destiny!
Watch this.
Mirage!
In a bind.
By the power of water! Not on my watch! Eat
Shivering wind!
There you go! Don't load up!
Mirage! Eternal devastation!
Where are you going? You get the gist.
It's finished! Hurricane
Let's do it! Do it!
Mirage!
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
Here, let me
You're
help.
mine! First time! Ignite!
Thanks.
Let your fear. Here's evil. Sleep now.
Can't get out of.
I can handle it.
Freeze Lancer! I'll be saving this one!
Severing wind!
Don't mind if I do!
Summer won't
my
save
arm.
you.
Rise
Denied.
and shine! Can't
I'm not done!
Almost there.
Don't let your guard down.
First strike!
Tidal Wave!
Talon Hurricane.
Severing wind! Take the dust!
Off my foot.
Annihilation! Mega Ray!
Wind!
Astral Energy!
Take this!
Hydration Orb!
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
Oh, this looks nice and tough.
The design of this equipment is really interesting.
You must really like it, Alphen.
Ignite! I'll take you all on! Here!
Lunar
Hurricane
Warrior!
Thrust!
I never miss!
Mirage!
Chinese
Can't get out of
Supernova
this!
Tornado! Astral Energy! Full throttle! A flawless victory!
The flame inside me!
Naturally!
Be let free!
Flying free?
Why can't they just escape?
Luxia! Can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Demon Fang! I'm not done!
Rise and rend!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Guess we don't know our own strength.
You could say that again!
We seem to have come across something a little unusual.
Hey, look at that door.
Nazamiel's. Then that room must be hers.
Let's take a look inside.
Pretty dreary place. No decorations or anything. Is this Nazamiel's room?
They say that a room is a reflection of its inhabitant.
Then, what does this say about her?
From what everyone said, she's supposedly the leader of this group. But this seems like...
This room. Once, back when I lived on Lenegis, my old room looked a lot like this one. It doesn't contain anything beyond the basic necessities. It's just a place to sleep.
Are these... us?
I wonder if Nazamiel drew them.
What's this? Everyone in the Forbidden Zone, and my father who sent me there, all they cared about was my power. I thought that if I did what they wanted, they would accept me. But I was wrong.
Because I have Danon blood. Because I possess all 6 elements. Because I was sent back from the Forbidden Zone. Because I'm different. I'm not Renan. I'm not Danon either. And it was all my fault. It was my fault. I was different. I always believed that. I believed there was nothing I could do. But again, I was wrong. It wasn't my fault. I finally understand that. And I know what I have to do.
Nazamiel.
Because she was treated so horribly for her differences, she thinks she can solve her problems by using those masks to make everyone the same.
But why? She knew we accepted her, and she was so happy to be with us. So how could she...
No matter how hard her life has been, it is no excuse to manipulate people's hearts. We have to stop her. We can't let her do this.
But why would Nazamiel do something like this? And why now?
She has endured a lot of hardships over the years.
Maybe meeting us set something off inside her. bad feeling about this. Leave the charges to me! Denied!
Swallow charge! Eternal devastation! No escape! Mirage! It's on! Dazzle! Burn in hell! Dazzle! Mirage! Hurricane thrust! Mirage! Here I come!
I can carve through armor!
Lightning orb! It looks like you got this all covered.
Hurricane thrust! Soaring light spear!
I never miss.
Do it! Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
I'm going to
Hurricane
use all the
thrust!
power of my
Mirage!
healing arts to accomplish
Crush!
this. Tempest!
You're mine!
Resurrection!
Mirage Blade!
Hurricane thrust!
Arctic!
Mirage!
Corruption!
Christ!
Magic
away!
water! Feel!
I'll tear you apart!
Here!
Swords all fired up!
Blah, blah, blah! Flame!
Now standing form!
Shattering!
Pieces! Attack time!
Confiscated!
In a bind!
Annihilation!
Mirage!
I'm on! Denied! Do it!
Finish this! Lost!
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang! Yeah, I look pretty flashy out there.
So glad it met with your approval.
I'm impressed how well balanced this thing is. We should hurry. We have to stop Nazamil.
Stay calm, Alphen.